This is Ginger. She fell in love with Danny.
Our relationship is judged because I'm a stripper.
What the fuck? No!
Yo, it's your boy Elon. Now let's get this straight. It's reported that this man is okay seeing his wife booty ass naked on a stripper pole. This man looks at his wife every day who does stripping and he's like,
that's what I'm talking about. This shit means something to me, man.
my brother, do you know what happens in the strip club? There are people showering your wife with money. And on top of that, there are old rich thirsty men in the strip club.
I want you, but I need that.
And with all this information, you decided to make her your wife. I don't know about you, but I'm excited to react to this video. So let's get into it.
But some of Danny's friends have expressed their concerns.
Now, obviously, after hearing that his wife is a stripper, his friends obviously don't let him live this down.
You're a victim.
They taunt him to death.
Damn. I'm sorry.
And they laugh at him. They make sure they laugh at him. They make his life miserable. They don't even give him space to breathe. And the bad part about this is that they are always reminding him what the situation is.
She doesn't care about you. She don't give a fuck. W for her. You? Fucking loser.
And maybe sometimes he tries to defend her in front of all the guys.
She is very gorgeous to me.
But nah, they just hit him up with the most evil, most self-deviating replies known to man.
You're supposed to be a dinner man, serving dinner to the students in the secondary school. Because you cannot do basic 1+1. You are here breathing heavy like a dog. Think about your life. You are a failure. You are a failure. You can never make it. You can never.
Some of the reactions that I got from my friends were less than nice about whether the relationship was just something that I had a fantasy about. Say it won't last long.
Today, Danny will speak to his mum.
His mom? His mom? Nigga, his mom is good like this. Or maybe white moms are different. My mom would just eyeball her and stare her down, man. Because she would fight me. She would also fight her. She's not allowing me to get married to such. African moms are different. And in Africa, marriage is a little bit different from the West. You see, back home we have this thing called lobola. This is basically the bride price you have to pay to the father of the daughter before you marry the daughter. Now, some fathers don't take money. In some tribes you pay with cows. For example, the father wants 5 cows before you marry the daughter. But imagine bringing all those cows and paying lobola to just find out that the girl you have married is a stripper. That would never sit well with me.
How is Danny going to feel if his wife is going out to nightclubs, dancing for other people like that?
And guys, would you join her? Would you like to have a sneak peek of her in the strip club? Because she's already doing it, so you might as well join.
How strong is your loyalty to Danny?
I'm Ginger.
And I'm Danny. I get judged because my girlfriend is a stripper. Met Ginger through a tarot card reading about 7 months ago.
So he met her at a casino, obviously, and she was dealing with cards. And you know, these guys who own casinos are actually very smart. Because all they put is women. Just women. When you go there, you don't even care if you lose your money. And the worst part about this is that the casinos are next to the bank. They are built next to the bank. So that when you run out of luck, you're like, let me withdraw and go again.
As soon as I walked in, I was infatuated. It was difficult to watch Ginger shuffle the cards with the nails. After the first date, I went over to Ginger's house and I saw all the heels. I'd met her housemate and I was like, oh, okay. Thought they were both strippers. And yeah, Ginger sort of confirmed it while we were there.
Didn't really make a difference at all to him, so that was a relief. So I first started stripping when I was 20.
Damn, 20. That's kind of young. But that's the thing about the West. There are more and more opportunities, endless opportunities. But the struggle is there are so many opportunities like OnlyFans and stripping that the girl has to decide whether to keep her morals straight and stay broke, or to throw away her morals and just go wild. If she throws away her morals, she earns a bag, a big bag. Apparently doing such pays a lot in the West.
I was broke and I was living with a partner who didn't have a job, and I'd been dabbling a little bit in the adult industry. It just seemed like the best option at the time for me to make money quickly. I went and bought, with the last of my money, a pair of stripper heels and a bikini, and that's that. I normally give myself about 2 hours to get ready for work.
It's cute that you think you can get ready for work in 2 hours.
I can.
I like the tartan skirts.
Do you? I didn't know that. You like this one?
Yeah, that's the best one.
Yeah, I know.
I'd book it.
Bruh, how sure he knew the clothes she's going to use to strip for other men is crazy. It's crazy.
It's a miracle that I don't get jealous knowing that you're wearing these for other men on stage. Driving me nuts. Really lucky. Trust, respect, it's not easy to come by sometimes. You make it really simple. I've never personally been dating a stripper, so it was a bit of a learning curve. I trust Ginger with my whole heart. How much money did you end up making last weekend?
It was Easter, so I didn't really know what to expect. I made a bit over $4,000, which I was pretty happy with.
Quite surprising over a religious holiday.
So it was a Good Friday then?
For the lads, it was didn't really consider it as much of a serious relationship. Worried that Ginger might just be playing me for the money that I'm making.
I find it's more of an issue with people sensationalizing it and fetishizing it. I told my family 8 years ago when I started, and it did cause a bit of distress.
The parents probably expected a doctor, a lawyer, and a schoolgirl. They never expected their daughter to one day become a stripper. I guess this was their reaction.
If it were you, I will leave you. I will leave you.
Stress.
When I first told my mum about Ginger's job, I was a little bit nervous about the kind of reservations that she would have. I was panicking the whole time, sort of waiting to tell my mum that I was about to be dating a stripper. There's a way of life that my mum is sort of used to, and when I throw a curveball like that, I'm sure it...
I am getting straight knuckle punches from my dad if I had to announce that. I know if I had to bring a stripper as a wife to my dad back home, he would look at me straight in my face and ask,
What are you retarded? Like,
My mum's going to be coming over. I haven't spoken to her about this for a little while, so I guess we'll see how it goes. It will make me feel a little bit uneasy about how my mum feels in regards to the relationship that I've got.
let us see how the mum feels.
If they take it to the next level, and I don't know, marriage, kids, then I guess my questions would be, well, do you carry on working in this industry? If she does, then it would be when kids come along, what happens then?
You better hide your children. You better hide your children because she. So imagine you wake up one day and they tell you that you have a school representation. You have to represent in front of the whole damn class. The whole damn class.
This is the day. It's a momentous occasion for you. I'm sorry to go overboard, but it's because of excitement.
But then they tell you that the representation is about your mom. What job she does. Now the people at the back of your class have been waiting for this moment forever. Now whoever has been in any class knows that the people at the back are the most ruthless.
Your mom's a hoe.
They don't care. They'll interrupt your representation whenever.
Hey, hold on, this shit ain't funny. It ain't funny, but it is. That's my bar. Shit. He copied my whole fucking flow.
That gets me through the phone.
He copied my whole fucking flow. Word
for word, bar for bar.
To be honest, I don't know how you prepare such a presentation. What you gonna say, what you gonna talk about, what you gonna write in that essay. I just don't know how you gonna put it in good words, how you make sure you don't embarrass yourself. But then you go up in front of the class and it just becomes a terrible experience, a moment not to remember.
And make a nigga freeze.
Sad to see that the new generation of kids will grow up and their mothers will be something else. But I have motivation to give. There's always a motivation.
That you need to climb is the one that you build in your mind. Some power.
Also, how's Danny going to feel? His wife is going out to nightclubs and dancing for other people like that, exotically.
As in, think about it. Mothers becoming OnlyFans models and strippers is the reason why shows where you have to determine the father, who the father is, exist.
You are not the father. Ace, a 4-month-old royal, Harold. You are not.
He wants the money, so he go find you another baby daddy. Here, take $5.
How did you feel when I first brought it up, when we had the conversation about Ginger being a stripper?
I sort of had a bit of a nervous laugh. I'm like, what do you mean she's a stripper? I probably would prefer if you'd have said she was a nun or a teacher or something, because obviously it's not the normal profession. My reservation would be, if you guys are going to go further to the next level, what would happen then, as in, like, even if you had children?
I know no partner would have it. Not any partner would have it. But in this modern day, things are a bit upside down, if you know what I mean.
Do you carry on in this profession or do you quit? What would you be qualified to do?
There's plenty of avenues that Ginger's got that she can go down.
It is something that's always in the back of my mind, like planning ahead and like longevity in the industry. But I've always made sure that I have some kind of backup.
What do you think you do with the kids though once they get older?
Exactly what I was talking about. Marriage, my man. Marriage. It all leads up to marriage. And God has blessed us men, because we're lucky. Our reproductive system does not stop working until we die. But for these women, they start struggling in their 30s. You know, they want a husband. Now, how are you going to get the husband if...
Would you be honest with them, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I feel as though honesty is very
Now she doesn't know the answer. That question is going to make her stutter a bit.
important to me, especially that there were a few things that weren't spoken and like discussed in my family growing up, and I felt it had quite a negative impact on me once I became a young adult.
I can't imagine for 1 minute that if kids find out about it, they're going to be nice. I just can't.
Hey son, I'm a stripper.
If you guys decide to go further, it'd be something that I would be questioning you about at the appropriate time. Say, what the hell are you going to do, guys? You know, because this would have a massive impact on your children.
Yeah, that's true.
How strong is your loyalty to Danny? Do you think he worries a little bit about you being out there performing and your loyalty towards him?
I don't think he worries. He knows that I only have eyes for him. So.
Do you, Dan? How do you feel?
I think the best solution is don't have children.
Bother me. She tells me everything that goes on.
Yeah?
Yeah, it comes back to me at the end of the shift.
Nigga, what? Oh, hell no.
You've got to be able to trust as well that Danny is trusting you and that he's going to be okay with it. So guys, honestly, do you both feel as though you can continue this relationship?
No, dump her. Just dump her.
Successfully, long term?
I can't see a reason why not. I wouldn't take Ginger away from her work.
Yeah. As long as you guys are happy, you know, that's all that matters. Really?
I have no reservations about Ginger doing what she does for a living.
Yeah, good on you. You've obviously got a good relationship. You told me once that you're not jealous because at the end of the day, this gorgeous girl comes home to you every night.
That's it.
Yeah?
I call Ginger almost every night while I'm away anyway.
Oh, do you call each other every night, guys? That's why don't call me anymore.
I feel like I still have quite a bit of time left in the industry.
Vamos a